Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are learning shadow and effect in Tailwind. I'll explain every single line class, so by the end of this video you will know exactly what each utility does and when to use it. Let's go. Now the body has BG gray 100, gives a light background for the whole page so white card stands out. P8 for adds padding around the page, keeps content away from the edges. Shadow MD applies a medium drop shadow predefined by Tailwind. It gives a subtle lift so the card feels above the page. P6 padding inside the card, internal spacing. Tailwind spacing scales 6 equal 1.5 frame by default. BG white background so text is readable and shadow visible. A rounded LG, larger rounded corners on the box. MB6 margin bottom to separate from the next card. Inside the card, H2 uses text XL, heading size, font bold for font width, MB2 to separate from the next paragraph. The paragraph simply explains the shadow. We are just trying to run our code on our browser and split the screen into two to see changes side by side. See how Shadow MD lifts the card just enough. Use this for normal card and buttons. Shadow LG increases the blur and spread of the shadow. It looks softer and deeper than the Shadow MD. Use Shadow LG when you want the component to feel more prominent, like a feature card or a modal header. So here we're just going to give the header and the same styles for it as the previous header. Shadow XL is even larger, more dramatic lift, good for hero element or floating panels that must clearly stand apart. So we are just going to be giving the same styles to the header, just the same structure, exactly the same way. We're going to style this header as well. So let's go. Shadow 2XL is the heaviest built-in shadow in Tailwind. Very noticeable. Use sparingly because heavy shadows can feel too dramatic if being used everywhere. So same style for our header because we are still following the same structure. Let's go. Shadow none removes shadow entirely. I added a border gray 300 so the card still has a visible edge without a shadow. Use shadow none for flat UI elements or when you want a minimal look. Again, we go with the same style for the header. Opacity 50 sets the whole element content and background to 50% opacity, semi-transparent. The Shadow LG still applies but the whole box is lighter. BG Blue 500 gives the base color and text white for readable text. Use opacity when you want to de-emphasize elements or create overlays. Note that opacity affects everything inside the element, text, children. If you want only the background to be transparent, use RGBA colors or Tailwind color with alpha utilities instead. Be careful with opacity on text. Make sure contrasts remain readable. So we're going to be opening the container for the blur example. We're just going to be giving it a Shadow LG, P6, BG white, rounded corners, margin bottoms. Blur SM applies a small backdrop style blur on the element. It blurs content behind it in supporting browsers. In Tailwind, blur utilities control CSS filter blur on the element. Blur SM is a subtle blur. Use blur for glassmorphism or background effect. Remember that blur affects the element rendered in pixel. Use sparingly for performance reasons. Blur MD is stronger than Blur SM. This creates a stronger frosted glass effect. Again, avoid overusing because heavy blurs can be heavy on mobile GPUs. Try shadow MD on cards, shadow LG on feature items, and shadow none for flat elements. Use opacity for overlays but keep text readable. Use blur for glass effect but test performance and legibly on mobile. Shadow and subtle effect makes your user feel modern. Don't overuse them. If this video was helpful, hit the like button, subscribe and give us a comment. Thank you.